mixin', fixin' for another big game. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready. A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton.
There's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he will not get there as they stop him short. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10. Kendall. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Two times. Hey. 4 down. Go.
Throwing is McSorley. This will be caught by Brown.
That's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Here we go. Tight right. 4 down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now McSorley. Snead's got it. 4 yards the pickup.
For this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the delay, it's Howard. And they've got it in the red zone.
Use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality and pound the rock.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I don't like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run. I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I hope often think that second down is a time you go play action.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense. On second down, here's Mixon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Kendall. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first. They go with Howard to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
On third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage. Signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this. Looking to throw on second down. Kendall. That is incomplete. Back to throw. Kendall. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Now Joe Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On second down now. Mixon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
From the gun, Kendall. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Off play action. Kendall. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
McSorley sets to pass. It's complete to Snead.
Goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Throwing on first down. Kendall. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be corralled out across midfield. On first down, Kendall buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. On first and 10, Kendall finding Green complete.
That's trash.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. Off the bootleg. Kendall sliding out of the pocket. And he'll will take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee. Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
Airing it out for Hamilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start in the Meadowlands. The Jets at home to play host to visiting Minnesota. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Hakeem Butler, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we're off to check out another game. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Eagles. Cedric Wilson, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Josh Gordon, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on first down. Kendall, he's going to float this over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play, or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Off the play fake. Kendall. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
An easy day for him.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On first down. Mixon. Tavon Young in on the tackle. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5. 2nd and 2. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller racking up sack number 12. After the sack on 1st down, McSorley, that's caught by Howard. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. 30, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running from the gun with Howard. So he got free.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. McSorley got a man. It's Brown.
Field, cut it to the outside. Ball's delivered. Gets both feet down for the completion.
They run with Howard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Bottled him up, that's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away.
Is emboldened a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tucker's kick is good.
Now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it? And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they get him down. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Call it a gain of 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down well behind the line. On 3rd down, Hall. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Here's McSorley to throw. And that gonna be incomplete.
Let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried.
On 1st down, Mixon, and they will only muster a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to Mixon on first down. On second down, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.